In a small village surrounded by lush green fields and distant mountains, there lived a young man named Rohan. From a young age, Rohan had been taught by his father the value of hard work. His father would say, "Son, life will test you, but patience and hard work will carry you through." Rohan took these words to heart, and as he grew older, he became known as the hardest working person in the village. Every day, before the first light of dawn, Rohan would wake up, roll up his sleeves, and head out to work on his small plot of land. While others slept in the cozy warmth of their beds, Rohan was already tending to his crops, watering each plant, and weeding the soil. His hands were rough, his skin sun-kissed, and his muscles strong from years of labor. Though the work was difficult, Rohan never complained. He knew he was building something meaningful. One day, a wealthy merchant passing through the village saw Rohan working tirelessly in the fields. He stopped and called out, "Young man, why do you work so hard when no one is watching? You have little, yet you labor as if you own a kingdom." Rohan paused, wiped the sweat from his brow, and replied with a humble smile,
"Sir, I don't work hard for gold or for glory. I work hard because it's the right thing to do. Hard work brings good things, even if they come slowly."
The merchant chuckled, a little amused, and offered Rohan a gold coin, saying, "Take this. It is a reward for your effort today." But Rohan gently shook his head and declined, replying,
"Thank you, but I believe rewards should be earned through patience."
The merchant was surprised but respected Rohan's humility and went on his way, wondering if Rohan's philosophy might one day bring him something greater than gold. As time went on, Rohan's dedication remained unshaken. Seasons passed, and his fields blossomed under his care. He planted fruit trees and vegetables, worked the soil, and constructed a small well near his fields to ensure his crops would have water even in dry times. He wanted to be prepared for anything that might come. Then one summer, disaster struck. The village was hit by a terrible drought. The rivers ran low, the wells dried up, and the sun scorched the earth mercilessly. Many of the villagers' crops began to wither and die, and soon, people were struggling to find food to feed their families. It was heartbreaking for Rohan to see his friends and neighbors suffering. Despite his own challenges, he was determined to find a way to help. Rohan's hard work had kept his own crops healthy, thanks to the well he had carefully dug beside his field. His crops remained green and thriving. Seeing the worry in his neighbors' faces, he decided to share his harvest with them. Every day, he would carry baskets of food to the village center, offering fresh fruits and vegetables to anyone in need. Word of Rohan's generosity spread quickly. Many villagers came to him, astonished at his kindness. A young mother, struggling to feed her children, came up to Rohan with tears in her eyes, thanking him for his help. An elderly couple, too frail to work their own land, blessed him for his compassion. Rohan's heart swelled with happiness, for he knew that his hard work was finally serving a greater purpose. However, there were some villagers who questioned Rohan's decision to give away his harvest. They whispered behind his back,
"What a fool! He could sell his crops and become wealthy instead of giving it all away for free."
But Rohan paid no attention to the criticism. He knew in his heart that he was doing the right thing, and that was reward enough for him. Months went by, and the drought finally came to an end. The rains returned, and life in the village slowly started to recover. The villagers, grateful for Rohan's selflessness, decided to gather together to thank him. They called a village meeting and surprised him with a grand celebration. People brought whatever gifts they could offer: a handmade basket, a beautifully woven scarf, a pouch of rare seeds, tokens of gratitude for the young man who had been their rock in tough times. But that wasn't all. The village elder, a wise old man who had watched Rohan grow up, stood up and made an announcement.
Rohan, we have all seen how you have given to others without asking for anything in return. You have shown us the power of hard work, kindness, and patience. As a small token of our appreciation, we would like to give you this piece of land next to your field. May it bring you prosperity and happiness.
Rohan was overwhelmed with emotion. He had never expected anything in return for his efforts, yet here he was, rewarded not only with land but with the love and respect of his entire community. His heart was filled with gratitude, and with a humble bow, he thanked everyone. In the years that followed, Rohan's life continued to flourish. He planted fruit trees on the new land and grew a variety of crops, which he shared generously with others. His story became an inspiration in the village, and soon, other young villagers began following his example, working hard and helping one another without expecting anything in return. The merchant who had once offered him a gold coin happened to pass through the village again. When he saw Rohan, surrounded by bountiful fields and respected by the villagers, he realized that Rohan's philosophy had indeed brought him something more valuable than gold. The merchant approached him and said,
Now I see, young man, you were right all along. Hard work and patience truly do bring the greatest rewards.
Rohan smiled and replied,
It's not just about the rewards. It's about making a difference, no matter how small, and helping each other grow. That is the real gift.
And so, Rohan's story spread far and wide, becoming a legend of how patience, hard work, and kindness can transform not only one's own life but the lives of those around them. And even long after Rohan was gone, the villagers would pass down his story from one generation to the next, teaching their children that the true rewards in life come not from seeking wealth or recognition, but from giving wholeheartedly and working with a spirit of kindness.